Good evening and welcome to the pregame show, Pottsville Apache football. Tonight's pregame show brought to you by Tyler Riley, River Valley Realty. We appreciate Tyler and all that he does to help bring you Pottsville Apache football and sponsoring our pregame show. The Coaches Show with Coach Brian Rust, head coach of the Apaches, is brought to you by the United States Air Force. And we'll talk over how things expect to break down tonight. We'll revisit last week in Bauxite when we return after this timeout. This is Pottsville Apache football. Just slightly wrong way. All right, 3, 2, 1. Coach Brian Russ is our guest on the pregame show, the Pottsville Apache Coaches Show, brought to you by the United States Air Force. And last week, road trip to Bauxite, and I know one of your goals on that was to travel well and be ready. After the first play, it looked like you were ready. Play number 2 on, your defense kind of dominated, but that first play, I kind of went, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, they've shown on film, they've got a little freshman quarterback, and, once they moved him up, he's really shown the ability to be a really good, thrower, and, right off the bat, they're trying to go at us, and, honestly, our corner was Colton Cole, and he had great coverage, and I think he missed the ball twice, and it goes in his hands, and just a great play, and then we really did. I think we tightened up, and, it's just one of those things, that can happen, but he buckled down from there on, and the whole defense really played well.
In fact, I thought that was, even though it was the first possession, I thought that was an important turning point in the game. They hit the big play they wanted to hit, and then your defense bowed up and turned them back and didn't give up any points on it.
That's right, yeah, and and that just kind of our defense has kind of done that all year. We'll bend a little, and really done a great job all year of keeping them out of the end zone and making plays when it counts, and especially that's kind of our defensive philosophy a little bit is we're gonna allow you to do so much, and then the space cuts down and the area gets smaller, and we're able to make some plays, and so far it's worked out pretty well.
I kind of thought also that, one of the things you warned me, it's nothing I thought about, you warned me after our coaches show last week that if Bauxite tried to defend your offense the way they had done it in the past, you were going to come out throwing the ball. Would you throw it the first 5 times or something, and threw it very well?
Yeah, and again, it's just really a luxury that we hadn't had in a while where we can throw the ball effectively, and I feel like in the past we've not been able to hook up on stuff, and Miller's done such a great job of he throws such an accurate ball that he puts it around receivers, and we've done a great job catching it so far, and again, yeah, I mean that's the great thing about it. Whenever a defense knows that they can't put 7, 8 in the box and try to defend you, and they really have to worry about the pass. It totally changes a defense coordinator's mind and thinking and how they proceed in the game, and so thus far we've shown the ability to do some good things throwing and running.
Team wins on the road, conference road wins in the game of football, often hard to come by. That was a big win as a team for your Apaches last week, I thought.
It really was, and I feel like the guys every week, and again in this conference, there's so much talent and so much ability, from week to week. Everybody's got a 4-6 guy, everybody's got a 4-5 guy, and again, you can prepare for it and all that kind of stuff, but that kind of speed that you're going to see week in, week out, it's just the conference is tough, and our guys have done a great job this year of understanding every week is a huge week. There's no off weeks, and and I've been real proud of the guys just continuing every week to prepare and really be locked in.
It's the Tyler Riley pregame show. Tyler with River Valley Realty. The Coaches Show brought to you by the United States Air Force continues after this timeout. This is Pottsville Apache football. And we will continue in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, I'm Stephen Glenn. Welcome to the Coaches Show, brought to you by the United States Air Force. It is a part of the River Valley Realty pregame show. Tyler Riley is your representative at River Valley Realty. Coach Brian Rust is our guest. The football Padre Jim Huffman is away on assignment. We hope to have him back at halftime, but not 100% sure. One of the things I do know we will have on hand tonight is one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Arkansas. Chance for the fans here at John Needham Stadium to see truly one of the good ones in the quarterback for tonight's ball game of CAC for the Mustangs.
Yeah, he's really good, and we battled them for a while, Miller and some of those juniors now, back in junior high 8th and 9th grade, I know for sure 8th grade we had a shootout here. It was like a 3 or 4 overtime game, and we've seen him for a long time, and he just every year progresses and gets better, and 6'2", 6'3", 190 pounds, runs a 4.7 at least. Just has all the X factors that you have to go to the next level. So he's definitely a. And again, whenever you have a D1 guy at the quarterback position, that doesn't happen very often at the 4A level, especially a Power 5 quarterback. So he is definitely a special talent, but at the same time, I think that's kind of triggered our guys a little bit too to, rise up to the occasion and really prepare, because again, you can say it a million times in practice, you can show them on film, but to get out there on the field and really get into the game and as he's throwing the ball, it's just going to be different than what they remember probably from last year even. So we're going to have to do a good job adjusting pretty early and getting to where we need to go.
We saw the Dean youngster at quarterback for Elkins. He throws the ball very well. I don't know that Dean ran the ball as well as the young man tonight. You let him get loose, and you're not going to catch him.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things where he doesn't want to run. He wants to throw it, but whenever he has to, you can tell whenever it's a 3rd and 3, a 3rd and 5, something like that, he's not scared to tuck it and go get what he needs to get for a first down. He does a good job of that, and continuing drives, he really understands what he's trying to do. But designed runs, they don't have a whole lot for him. I don't think they want him getting those chunk yards and stuff with his legs. I think they want to throw it and get it out pretty quick.
So for the Apaches to be successful tonight, I think you would want a whole lot of 12 and 13 play drives that take up about 9 or 10 minutes, right?
Absolutely. That's always huge, and in doing what we do, that's a big part of it. The more we can keep them on the sideline, the better.
Miller Mahan came up a little bit gimpy at the end of the game last week, although I did see him after the game, and it looked like he was moving around okay. Did he have a good week of practice?
He did. Yeah, it was he just kind of got hit in the thigh, because you always worry, with that knee injury, something, kind of tweaked or something in there, and he's good to go. He's been great all week.
All right, so we'll look forward to tonight's ball game. What about the junior high? How well did they play last night?
Played really well. Had to go on the road to CAC and got a big victory, 40-14, and those guys are still undefeated, 7-0, and rolling on.
I feel like I may already know the answer to this question, but a key to the Apache victory tonight, Coach.
I think tackling. I think tackling's kind of be the biggest thing if you can make them snap it again. And again, the tempo. If you're a football fan, you get to see it tonight. They try to snap it as fast as you possibly can snap it on offense. And they try to get as many plays as they can get. We're trying to keep them in bounds. They're trying to get out of bounds and save the clock. So we're going to try to keep them in bounds and make it a physical game. They don't really want that. So it's going to be a good test of kind of both teams trying to do what they want and try to enforce their will on the other.
So if it's a 2-hour game, it looks pretty good for us. If it's a 5-hour game, we may have a problem.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Coach Russ, we appreciate you on the Coaches Show, brought to you by the United States Air Force. Our Tyler Riley of River Valley Realty pregame show continues after this timeout. This is Pottsville Apache football.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see and do things that will help change the world. That'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. and this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pod. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Welcome to John Needham Stadium, now live on the Pottsville Broadcasting System. I'm Stephen Glenn. Brother Jim Huffman is away on assignment. We hope to get him here later in the game, although that is not a certainty. Justin Smith is here with us, producing and engineering the broadcast. Ray Garcia has the camera, and he gets you the fine looks of tonight's game, which is between the Mustangs of Central Arkansas Christian and your Pottsville Apaches. This is literally a battle for first place tonight. The Mustangs were the preseason favorite in the league. They have not disappointed. They are 5-1 overall. They are 3-1 in the league. The Pottsville Apaches also 5-1, the only loss coming to the Elkins Elks, but the Apaches are 4-0 in league play. So right now the Apaches are a game up on the Mustangs. We would like to thank Tyson Valley Distribution Center, Heirloom Legal Services, The Granite Shop, Roy's Heating and Air, McNeely Plumbing, Tyler Riley of River Valley Realty, and the United States Air Force for help making these webcasts possible, and we appreciate their fine support tonight. Full slate of action in 4A this evening. You have Central Arkansas Christian and the Pottsville Apaches. Lots of folks will be watching this score. Other action from the league. One of the other teams battling for first place, the Clinton Yellow Jackets. They are on the road at Bauxite, which is where we just came from, and I suspicion the Miners will show up at that game in a bad mood since we were kind enough to throw a monkey wrench into their homecoming. Haskell Harmony Grove, they are at Dover. The Pirates looking for their first conference win. Harmony Grove would like to get back into the battle for first place. The Cardinals are 1-3 on the year. And Little Rock Hall will be, it's Mayflower taking on Lamar. The Mayflower-Lamar game is at Lamar. The Warriors also in the midst of the struggle for first place. They are 4-1 overall. 2-1 in the league, taking on Mayflower. And we will be on the road to Lamar next week. They will be here next week. I have that backwards. We have 2 games at home, and those will be the final 2 regular season home games for the Apaches. I'm Stephen Glenn. We appreciate you joining us for tonight's ball game. We'll come back with more on the Pottsville Apache pregame show, brought to you by Tyler Riley of River Valley Realty, back after this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970-5079. Let's go Apache!
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
So tonight from John Needham Stadium, we have a classic battle of one team that wants to play like their helmets are on fire. CAC wants to get up and down the field. They want to run 250 plays a game if they could. The Pottsville Apaches want to control the football. They want to keep it out of the hands of the Mustangs. And the Apaches would just as soon put together about 4 12-minute drives and call this a night if they could. So it's a classic battle of power and game control against speed and wildcat football, if you will, if I can use that for tonight, for the way things will break out this evening. So let's talk about some specific names that you will hear me call a lot. For the CAC Mustangs, we may be getting a look at the future of the Razorbacks before it's all said and done. The Mustangs quarterback is a Razorback commit, and he is a good one. Grayson Wilson is a 6'2", I believe he is a senior this year. We saw him last year, and he was really, really good. He has a very, very strong and a very accurate throwing arm. He will run the ball, but as Coach Russ told you in the pregame show, they would just as soon he stay in the back and throw the ball around and try to pick the Apaches apart. Barnes Solomon, one of the captains for CAC, is out on the field as they send two captains out for the opening toss tonight. I believe the other captain is Josiah Benson. For the Apaches, their captains, Eli Atkins, Jackson Williams, and Draxton Mediano. Pottsville will be in their home black uniforms. The Mustangs will be in their road whites, the classic road white for any sports team, and I like it. Their numbers are blue, very easy for these old eyes to see. We hope to get Brother Jim into the broadcast tonight before it's all said and done, but he has a rather lengthy trip coming home tonight, and he'll be driving over some roads that you're probably better off not trying to make up time driving. So we'll send our prayers and hope that Brother Jim gets here in fine fashion. We'll come back and we will kick off tonight's ball game from John Needham Stadium. It's the Apaches and the Mustangs back after this 1-minute timeout.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
The bleachers across the way as they are looking to get right back to the top of the 4A-4. Pottsville Apaches have a good home crowd to support the black and gold Apaches as we get ready for this evening. And it is good to be back in the battle for first place. Good to be looking at maybe hosting some postseason football in the year. And as Justin Smith mentioned earlier while we were at the break, tonight is when you find out just how good you really are. I mean, this is the game you've been building for all year. Pottsville has played quarterback, a couple of quarterbacks with this kind of talent, and especially the Dean youngster from up at Elkins. Now, Dizzy Dean may be a little bit of a better runner than Grayson Wilson, but I think Wilson may have a little more accurate arm. So it'll be interesting to see if the Apaches can maybe put some pressure on him, keep him in the pocket, and stay in front of the receivers. One of the things Wilson is very, very good at is an advanced skill for most quarterbacks. He is very good at looking off defenders. He's very good at looking one way and then throwing back another direction, and that's not a skill that absolutely everybody has in their repertoire. So we'll see. Hopefully the Pottsville Apaches will be in a little better spot for tonight's ball game. We are waiting on the Apaches to take the field. They have left the field house, coming through the gigantic helmet in the end zone to our right. A little bit of gamesmanship by the Apaches. They are going to make the Mustangs wait a little bit. Bryson Burridge is standing right at the face mask. The coaches have come out for the field. The officials are waiting right at midfield. Tonight is the first night that we have had really what we would call football weather. And here come the Pottsville Apaches. Tonight's kickoff beginning the ball game is brought to you by Roy's Heating and Air. We appreciate them along tonight, sponsoring Pottsville Apache football. Been a little bit of a buzz around the school all day today, all of the schools. I actually work in the elementary and middle grades complex, but we have a number of parents that work there, and they were talking about tonight's game. I do need to tell you at this point that the Apaches will be minus one of their favorite receiving targets. Miller Mahan will not be able to throw the ball tonight to big number 33, Landon McNeely. Landon's shoulder was a game-time decision. The doctor said, nope, can't go, young man. So not only will he be missed on the receiving side of things, he was also one of the men you would be counting on with the possibility of a pass rush. Apaches will be kicking off from left to right. Will Sutterfield handles the kicking chores. CAC does not line up very deep. Now they step back a little bit. Well, you can tell the crowd is really into this one tonight. Sutterfield's run up, the right-footed kicker boots it high. Fielded at the 15-yard line. Return up the right side. I believe that is Kevin Williams on the return. He has running room across midfield into Apache territory on a good return to the right, and then a late penalty flag comes in on the return. Kind of curious if that might be a late hit out of bounds. We'll see. Tackle made by Bryson Burge. And we'll see. CAC will have the ball initially at the 49, and then I think they're going to mark off a penalty on the Apaches on the tackle. Horse collar tackle against the Apaches. Will move the ball all the way down to the plus 35. So right away, CAC will start with very good field position at the Apache, in fact, 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Wilson is the quarterback. He's in a pistol formation. 3 receivers on the wide side to the right. They have a man in motion. That's Ritchie. And rolling the pocket to the right. Pass over the middle is incomplete. They were trying to hit Hudson Ritchie coming around on a wheel route. Good coverage by Logan Tatro. And really, the quarterback Wilson did a smart thing by more or less throwing that ball away. He had no angle to get that ball in. Quick snap, handoff goes to Sullivan. He tries the right side right at the hash mark. Gets inside the 34 to the 33-yard line and no more there. I believe that was Trip Price on the stop. That will move it down to the 32. Mustangs ready to go again on 3rd and 8. Quarterback Wilson takes the snap. He's under pressure, rolls to the right, still looking downfield. Gets chased out of bounds. Back at the original line of scrimmage, lost 3 on the play. I believe that was Trip Price that made the initial hit. Also, Jackson Williams contributing on the play, number 52. 4th down and 10. CAC's going for it, although I will tell you that Wilson is their punter. Now we do have a penalty flag on the play. Pottsville will jump off sides. Will not be a 1st down, but it will make it much more manageable as the ball moves down to the 29-yard line. 4th down and 5 at the Apache 29. This is the initial possession of the game. Quarterback Wilson again in the pistol formation. He is not above pulling the ball down and running. Only 2 wideouts in the formation. Throw over the middle is going to be complete to the right side. Wide open was Benson. He's at the 10, the 5, and the touchdown into the end zone for the Apaches. I've got to think that was a blown coverage there by Pottsville because they had no help over the top on the pass. 29-yard touchdown pass. Good throw and catch. Just an in route by Josiah Benson, but it was good enough for the touchdown. And the Mustangs line up to go for 2 from the right hash. Quarterback Wilson has a motion man coming right to left. Takes the snap, looking, throws to the left, has a man, race to the end zone. Pass is complete, and getting into the end zone was Hudson Ritchie for the 2-point conversion. With 11:15 left to go, quarter number 1, CAC 7, Pottsville nothing. We're back in 30 seconds. 8. Pottsville nothing. We're back after this timeout on the Pottsville Football Network.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see them do things that will help change the world, that'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
That was a 4-play, 34-yard touchdown drive. The completion into the end zone to Josiah Benson. Pottsville will get their first possession, we think, although it looks like they may be trying for an onside kick. No, just a high-angle kick to the left side, taken by the Apaches on the near side. Return across the 35 to the, well, didn't quite get to the 36-yard line. Antoine Collins on the return. Pottsville will have it 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. With 11:07 to go in the first quarter. First down and 10 for the Apaches. That drive barely took a minute off the clock. That's the way CAC wants to play, though. Pottsville will come out. Wingman on the left, tight end on the right of the formation. Mahan under center. Gives it to the fullback. Gets across the 36 to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. And they might even give him forward progress up the left hash to the 39. Fullback for the Pottsville Apaches is Tate Cobb, the ball carrier. They stop him at the 39. Pickup is 4, 2nd and 6. Mahan under center. This is the full diamond formation. Mahan pulls it, turns it upfield. Played well by CAC. Tackle made by Zane Tafoya. Penalty flag comes in well after the play. The loss is a yard, but now we'll see what the penalty is. Pottsville's already absorbed 2 penalties tonight. And looks like they're going to call a third one here. This is not what the Apaches wanted. Personal foul called on the Apaches. So that's going to mark off 15 more yards on the play after the loss. And that was a dead ball foul, so I believe the play will stand, as will the down count. And it's going to be 3rd down and a bunch. Ball is all the way back to the 24-yard line. Play got back basically to the line of scrimmage, but then the 15-yard mark off on the penalty. It'll be 3rd down, and I think 24. Mahan in the gun, back to pass, blitz coming, pass complete to the near side to Tate Cobb. Gets to the sideline at the 30, 35, 36. He's going to get back to penalty +1, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 9. Wheel route by Tate Cobb coming out of the backfield. Antoine Collins will come in to kick the ball away on 4th down. CAC sends Jacob Henry back deep. Well, so far we've played about 2 minutes of the first quarter, and Pottsville already has 3 penalties called against them. That hurts. CAC looking like they're going to rush everybody. Snap is low. Collins picks it up. He's going to scramble to the left side. If he gets the corner turn, he may have this. He does across the 45 to midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That is a Pottsville Apache first down, brought to you by McNeely Plumbing. Antoine Collins got a low snap, picked it up. Took it up the left side himself. Now they're going to mark him out of bounds at the -49-yard line on the other side of midfield. And for some reason, the officials are huddled up talking about something. A penalty was called on CAC, which the Apaches will decline. So it will be 1st and 10 Apaches at their own 48-yard line. The penalty signal looked like ineligible man downfield, which I don't know how that can happen against the defense, so I'll get that figured out here in a minute. 1st and 10 for the Apaches at their own 48. Tate Cobb straight ahead, crosses midfield, the Mustang side of the territory, fights his way down to the 49, maybe the 48-yard line, and a pickup of 5. Big pickup there by Antoine Collins on basically the fire drill out of a punt formation. Collins had speed, and when he picked it up and saw the rush coming, you could see if he could turn the corner, he had the first down, and Antoine with enough speed to get there. Apaches have it 2nd and 10 at the 48 of the Mustangs. Mahan with a toss sweep, running room across the 45. Collins cuts it back inside to the 40, to the 38, to the 35-yard line. I said Collins, that's actually Colby Stevenson. Colby Stevenson, the ball carrier, and he has a Pottsville Apache McNeely Plumbing first down at the 36-yard line of the Mustangs. Pickup of 12, and boy, Mahan timed his pitch on that play absolutely perfectly. 9:16 to go in the first quarter, 8-0, Mustangs with the lead. Apaches in Mustang territory at their 38. Counter give, trying to turn the corner and unable to do so. Good stop by the defense. Eli Adkins tackled for a loss of about 3. That's another one of those plays where you probably need to turn it up inside and take what you can get. Eli chose to try to bounce it outside, and there was nothing there. Loss is back to the 38, loss of 2. A lot of things happening on that play, but the Mustang defense has to be credited for playing that very well. 2nd and long, the Apaches send 2 wideouts to the left, 1 wideout to the right. Mahan in the pistol, takes the snap, rolling left. Takes it himself after a fake, has running room. He's at the 25, fighting inside the 22 to the 21-yard line. That's going to be another Apache 1st and 10. Jordan Kissinger made the stop, but that is another McNeely Plumbing first down on the option read. Outside zone read, moved the ball down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 16 on the play by Miller Mahan. Well, if you're the Apache offense, you'd really love to hit pay dirt on this after the punt scramble on 4th down. 1st and 10 from the Mustang 22. Motion man, toss sweep to the left side, cutting it inside to the 20 to the 19-yard line. Colby Stevenson picked up about 2 yards on the play. Tackle made by Gus McConnell. Going to be 2nd and 8 for the Apaches. 7:44 to go in the first. Mahan has the play from the sidelines. Beautiful sunset tonight. Serious wind whipping in out of the north tonight, too. We weren't necessarily expecting that. 2nd and 8 for the Apaches. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 wideout to the left. Mahan has the direct snap, back to pass, rolling to the right, looking and throws it. Gets away from a potential tackle attempt by Gus McConnell. Pass falls incomplete, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. McConnell came on an all-out blitz that time, and nobody picked him up, and he got to Mahan before Mahan could get rid of the ball, but the Apaches are going to get called for their 4th penalty of the night. We're not even halfway through the first quarter, and that's 4 penalties on the Apaches. That is a hold. Spot foul will move the ball back to the 31-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down and 18 for the Apaches. Mahan under center this possession or this play. Option read. Mahan cuts it back inside. Gets hit at the 25 and drilled down there after a pickup of about 6 on the play. Miller Mahan took what he could get on that one, but it's still going to be 3rd and long. 3rd down and 14, almost 15 for the Apaches from the 25-yard line. Penalties have really hurt the Apaches in this first quarter. Hard to overcome so many penalties so close together especially. Tate Cobb goes wide to the left in the slot, single wide out to the left. Colby Stevenson wide to the right. Mahan straight back to pass, looking over the middle. Throws it up in the middle of triple coverage. Did he catch it? It's caught in the end zone. That is a touchdown. Touchdown, Pottsville Apaches. What a catch. Jaden Harris with the touchdown in the end zone from 25 yards out in triple coverage. And Jaden Harris just went up over everybody and brought it in. Pottsville's going to line up to attempt the point after kick. Kick is on the way. It is good. So with 6:05 left to go in the first, CAC 8, Pottsville 7, back in 1 minute.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970.
Heirloom Legal touchdown for the Pottsville Apaches. Pottsville will kick it off. High sky kick will hit at the 28. CAC started to field it and then lost out of bounds. They'll have the ball at their own 25-yard line. So that's Roy's Heating and Air kickoff by the Apaches will give CAC a much longer field than they had the first time. The Heirloom Legal touchdown was on a 10-play, 66-yard drive. The final 25 yards coming on a throw and catch from Miller Mahan to Jaden Harris. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They will start at their own 25 with 6:05 to go in the quarter. Out of the gun, looking to the right. Pass is going to be complete over the middle at the 35 to the 40 to the 45-yard line. Pass completion to Jackson Hampton, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, and they want to go in a hurry after a pickup of 20 on the play. Grayson Wilson already in the pistol formation. Pottsville showing a 3-man rush. They fake the give up the middle. Pass is going to complete into the slot. Jackson Hampton up the right sideline, driven out of bounds near the 40, well, they're going to say closer to the 42-yard line of the Apaches. That is another 1st down for CAC. Actually, they'll spot it at the 43. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Back to pass. Pass is going to be up the right side. It is complete. That's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. That was easy. Pass is complete to Tyler Blakely. And once again, they will go for 2. Mustangs out of the pistol formation. Now they get the call from the sideline. Renelson Sullivan is the single back in the pistol formation. That was just a go route, and Pottsville simply did not cover it. Snap. Pass, right side, complete, and a tackle is going to be made way back. Josiah Benson caught it, but he lost about 6 yards on the play, so the defense does hold on the 2-point conversion. 5:36 left to go. Quarter number 1, Mustangs 14, Pottsville 7, back after this 30-second timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970-5079. Let's go Apache.
I think that 2-point conversion play was actually a lateral, and Josiah Benson was going to try to throw it into the end zone, but the Apaches did a good job of covering it. Still a very impressive drive. Took a grand total of 3 plays, 75 yards. Kick is going to be, well, they're going to let it go. Now it's fielded back at the 5-yard line. And the return out to the 15. Antoine Collins on the return. Did not catch the ball before the original bounce. Bounced away from him, and Collins was in trouble. Good coverage by CAC. Pottsville will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory at their own 15-yard line with 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. That drive barely took a minute. And we have another penalty on Pottsville. Is that the 6th penalty on Pottsville? Block in the back is going to move the ball from the 15 back to about the 7. Well, wait, yeah, to the 7.5 on the half the distance mark off. 6 penalties already on the Apaches, and we're barely halfway through quarter number 1. Kind of wonder if the Apaches may be a little overamped for this game right now. Mahan under center on the 1st and 10. Takes it, turns left, hands off to the fullback across the 10 to the 14 to the 15-yard line. I believe Tate Cobb was the ball carrier. Pickup of 6 on the play. I'll spot it down at the 15. Second down and 3 for Pottsville. The Apaches kind of need to settle down just a little bit. CAC has really been helped out by some Apache penalties tonight. Motion man left to right. Mahan takes it, pitches it. Stevenson has running room across the 30, up the left sideline to the 40, to the 45. Keeps alive at the midfield. Robinson at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Pottsville! Touchdown by the Apaches from a long way out. Pottsville will attempt to tie the game on the point after. And check it, that was Kagan Jones on the carry for the touchdown. The point after is up and it is good, and we have a tie ball game after a Kagan Jones 85-yard touchdown run. 4:36 left to go in the first quarter. Your new score, Pottsville 14, CAC 14, back in 30 seconds.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
So right now it's starting to look like whatever defense holds first is going to be at a real advantage. I had it right the first time. That was Colby Stevenson on the touchdown run of 85 yards for the Apaches. The point after was good, and with 4:36 left to go in the game, it is a new game, tied at 14. Pottsville with a high, short kick. Bounces, takes an Apache bounce, picked up by CAC, and they're going to have a big return up the right sideline into Apache territory at the 42-yard line. Coming back to make the stop for the Apaches was Bryson Burge. Return was made by Jacob Henry, and he's going to give CAC some good field position. It'll be 1st and 10. From the 43-yard line, and we've stopped like there was another penalty on the play. Was it a penalty, or did I just see the T? No, this is going to be a hold on CAC. So we'll see where the spot was and where they move the ball back to. They'll move it back to the 34-yard line. Tell you what, though, the way that Grayson Wilson can throw the football. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their 34. Wilson is in the pistol formation. Sullivan is his running back. Sullivan's going to get the give straight up the middle, goes to the right behind pretty good blocking, crosses the 40 to the 43 to the 44-yard line. Going to pick up 10 yards on the carry. Tackle made by the Apaches at the 43. And CAC was trying to get going. They're going to say that is a pickup of a first down, so we'll mark it at the 44 rather than the 43. 1st and 10 Mustangs. They are ready to go already. 4:18 left to go in the first quarter. This game is tied at 14. Out of the pistol formation. Screen pass to the flanker, complete on the right side across midfield into Apache territory and then hammered out of bounds. But that's still going to be a pickup of about 10 yards on the play. Richie Hudson, the ball carrier, to the plus 45. 1st and 10 Mustangs from the 45. Fake the sweep, give it straight ahead. The running back is still Sullivan. He gets across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 6, 2nd down and 4 from the Apache 44. Quick count. They're going to give it to Sullivan again right up the middle. Has some blocking, crosses the 35 to the 34 to the 33-yard line. And we have penalty flags all over the place. A little bit of extracurricular activity at the 40-yard line. That Pottsville Apache touchdown by Heirloom Legal really came from out of nowhere, and the Apaches really needed that. Now we'll see what the penalty flag is. This may be offsetting. There's one unsportsmanlike conduct call on CAC. There's one on Pottsville, and that's going to offset, so why throw the flag? So that's going to be a 1st and 10. The ball is going to be at the 35-yard line. Excuse me, make it the 33, not the 35. It's going to be the 33. 3:37 left to go in the first quarter. Back to pass, looking to the right, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Good coverage in the secondary that time by the Apaches. Antoine Collins played that very, very well. He flashed across the eyesight of the intended receiver, and the ball falls harmlessly out of bounds, incomplete. Bring up 2nd down from the 33. 2nd and 10 for Pottsville. They're going to give it to Sullivan again. He's going to go up the middle, crosses the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tate Cobb making the stop for the Apaches. 3rd and 7. CAC already at the line of scrimmage, ready to go with the pistol formation. Snap, looking right, throw over the middle is going to be complete. No, broken up in the secondary. Pottsville secondary covered that very, very well. Antoine Collins was there, and that will fall incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down, and you can bet CAC's going for this. CAC a little slow getting back to the formation. The intended receiver took a pretty big hit over the middle, and he's very slow getting back. Trips to the right side. Watch for a flanker screen here on 4th and 7. Quarterback Wilson back to pass, looking left, and it's going to be complete at the 10. That's going to be a touchdown for CAC. Josiah Benson with the touchdown catch. Pottsville had double coverage there, but they just could not get to the ball. Good throw and catch for the 29-yard touchdown. 4th down and long, and CAC able to put together the touchdown pass from 29 yards out to Josiah Benson. Pottsville shows blitz on the 2-point conversion and jumps offside. Right, that is the 7th penalty on Pottsville, and we're not even done with the first quarter yet. And I wish I could tell you I could argue with the penalties, but I can't. So again, 2-point conversion coming. 20-14, CAC with the lead. They'd like to make it 22. Out of the pistol formation, they're going to give it to Sullivan, and he is stopped but did get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. 3:01 left to go in the first. CAC 22, Pottsville 14, back in 30 seconds.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. first to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
So that was an 8-play, 66-yard touchdown drive on a 4th down pass completion. So it will be another Roy's Heating and Air kickoff tonight. Neither team's defense has stopped the other. CAC had forced Pottsville to line up in punt formation, but the Apaches able to scramble away from that. So we'll see if CAC kicks this off. Sooner or later, teams are going to start onside kicking if the defenses don't start getting some stops. High kick comes to the near side, fielded at the 20, the 25, the 30. Collins crosses the 35. Collins is tackled at the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Gus McConnell. CAC has an awful lot of players going both ways. We'll see if that matters later in the game. 1st and 10 for the Apaches. They're at their own 35-yard line. And again, I point out, Pottsville has committed 7 penalties in this first quarter. 1st and 10, Pottsville. Ball is at the near side hash. Miller Mahan will be under center for this play. One wide out to the left. The diamond formation in the backfield. Counter give coming to the near side, crossing the 35 to the 40 to the 41-yard line. Ball carrier that time for the Apaches was Eli Atkins. He got across the 40 near the 41-yard line. Pickup of 6. 2:36 to play in the first. Jaden Harris goes wide to the left. He's already caught a touchdown. He has single coverage. Motion man right to left. They're going to give it to the fullback. He'll cross the 42 to the 43-yard line. Cobb, the ball carrier, but that hole closed in a hurry. Pretty good defensive play by Williams. Pickup of maybe a yard to the, maybe 2 to the 43. 3rd down and 2 for the Apaches. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. I would think from here, regardless, it's going to be 4-down territory. Antoine Collins lines up in the slot. They bring Stevenson in motion. Toss sweep to him. Gets one block. Crosses the 45 to the 47-yard line. And that's going to be a McNeely Plumbing first down for the Apaches. Across, well, they're going to mark him at the 46. That's still good enough for a 1st and 10. First down for the Apaches. CAC 22, Pottsville 14. A minute and a half left to go in the quarter. Miller Mahan has the play. 10 seconds on the play clock as the Apaches come to the line of scrimmage, which is the 46. 2 wideouts to the right, open field left, the short side of the field. Mahan takes the snap. Counter coming from left to right, turning it upfield at the 47 to the 48, the 49, still fighting toward midfield before the tackle is made there. Eli Atkins was the ball carrier. He will pick up 4 yards out to midfield. Eli kept those legs turning and picked up the extra yards you want for the Apaches. Probably one more play in the first quarter as we have 46 seconds left to go, and the clock continues to run. 22-14, CAC with the lead, Pottsville with the ball. On 2nd down and 6 from midfield. Mahan takes it, gives it to the fullback, crosses into Mustang territory at the 48 to the 47. Forward progress will mark it just inside the 47, short of the 46, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. They'll mark it at the Mustang 46, and I believe this is going to be your final play of the quarter. Yeah, Pottsville's not going to run another one. So at the end of the first quarter, it is the Mustangs 22, Pottsville 14. We're back after this 1-minute timeout.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins Be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see and do things that will help change the world. That'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
We'll begin the second quarter of play. The Mustangs 22, Pottsville 14. Pottsville would have preferred a lower scoring game, but they're hanging in with the high-powered offense of the Mustangs. The Apaches will have the ball to begin quarter number 2. Having a little problem getting the chain set to where they need to be. The officials are getting it figured out. It's going to be third down and a long 2 or a short 3 for the Apache offense. Quarterback Miller Mahan is out with the offense. Single back in the backfield. It is the diamond formation on the third down. Mahan takes it, reads option, turns it upfield, cuts inside the 40, spun down to the 35, and that's going to be another McNeely Plumbing first down for the Apaches. Mahan is just so good at running that option. He picks up 9 on that carry, which is the first play of quarter number 2. I'd asked Justin what he thought of the first quarter, but the way this thing is going, we don't have time to talk about stuff like that. First and 10 Apaches at the Mustang 35. Counter give. Bouncing it inside at the 30 to the 29 to the 28-yard line. Colby Stevenson, the ball carrier. Turns it upfield at the hash mark, 4 or 5 yards to the 30. Knows that the football is right at the 30-yard line. Stevenson with a long touchdown run earlier in the ball game. Second down and 5 for the Apaches. 22-14. Mustangs with the lead. Pottsville with the ball on the Mustang side of the field. Motion comes from right to left. This time they give it to the fullback, Tate Cobb. Cobb straight ahead, may have got a yard or 2 on the play, not much there. Good job on the inside by Zane Tafoya, jamming things up. In fact, they're going to mark it down at the 28-yard line, so maybe a pickup of a yard. In fact, actually right at the 29. Third and 3 for the Apaches. Harris goes wide to the right. Ball on the left hash. Open field short side. Toss sweep coming in a hurry to the right side. Can they turn the corner? It's not going to matter. Holding flag comes in. Ball carrier was Eli Atkins. He gets knocked out of bounds near first down yardage. He's going to be a little bit short, but I saw a penalty marker come flying in where you normally get a holding call. Atkins had to get to the 25. They knock him out of bounds at the 26, and Pottsville's already backing up. Penalty number 8 on the Apaches in this game. 10-yard mark-off, which was basically the line of scrimmage. Move it back to the 37-yard line. Third down and 12 for the Apaches. Again, I would think Pottsville's probably looking at having 2 downs to pick up this 12 yards. Slot to the left. 1 wide out to the right. Mahan out of the pistol. Back to pass. Looks over the middle. Pass is behind the intended receiver at the 25-yard line. That was going to be close to first down yardage. We're trying to hit Jaden Harris, but the pass was behind him. So now do you go for it here? I'm not sure you have a choice. The way the Mustang offense has been going. 9:59 to go in the second. 22-14, Mustangs with the lead. Pottsville has forced the Mustangs into a couple of fourth down plays, but both of them resulted in long touchdowns. Trips to the left as the Apaches go for it on fourth down. Miller Mahan out of the pistol, low snap, picks it up, has time, rolls left, taking it down the field himself, throws it, and it is incomplete at the 20-yard line. That would have been a first down. Pass was a little bit low, but the Apaches unable to bring it in, and CAC is going to hold on downs. Boy, that was a good pass, too. That would have been good enough for a 1st and 10, but the receiver, the intended receiver, could not bring it in. This is the first defensive stop by either team. CAC will take over 1st and 10 at the Apache 37. Quarterback Wilson out of the pistol. A little bit of a longer snap count than normal. Wilson's back to pass. He's going for the home run ball up the left side, and he overshoots a man at the 30, and that was going to be a touchdown. That's the first time we have seen Grayson Wilson throw a bad football. He had the touchdown he wanted. He just overthrew his open man. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Mustangs take it. Sullivan, the ball carrier, right up the middle, gets across the 40 to the 43. Tackled at the 43-yard line. CAC already at the line of scrimmage, which is the 44-yard line. 3rd down and 4. Wilson back to pass, has a flanker screen complete. 1st down, then to midfield into Apache territory at the 48-yard line. And the way Pottsville's secondary is playing, they're going to have that play the entire night anytime they want it. 1st and 10 at the Apache 48 for the Mustangs. They already lead at 22-14. And again, there's that same pass, and again, it's going to be plus yardage across the 45 to the 42. Driven out of bounds at the 42-yard line, but Pottsville's going to have to get up on that receiver. Benson caught that pass, and they're picking up about 5 yards on every one of those plays to the plus 43. CAC looking over the middle with a pass. That's going to be complete for 1st down yardage at the 32 to the 31-yard line. Pickup of 12 on the play. And the Apaches are going to take a timeout. 9:01 left to go. We are in the 2nd quarter. 22-14 Mustangs lead it. Timeout on the field. We're back after this 30-second timeout.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
I'm not sure what you do differently for the Apache defense, because if you get right up on the receivers on the outside, there's a pretty good chance they'll run by you. But giving them a 10-yard cushion is allowing CAC 7, 8, 9, 10 yards of play with an easy throw and catch for this quarterback. And they get rid of the ball so quickly, I'm not sure blitzing does you much good. Ball is at the 32 of the Apaches on a 1st and 10. Mustangs lead at 22-14. We have 9 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Quarterback Wilson in the pistol. Takes the snap, gives it to Sullivan up the middle. And Sullivan running very, very hard. The Apaches having trouble bringing him down. They're going to call him down at the 26-yard line. Pickup of 9. Quick snap. Sullivan takes it again in the backfield. Gets through up the middle to the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for CAC. Out of the pistol formation. Again, they're going to give it to Sullivan. And again, he's going to go right up the middle. CAC has found something they like there. He'll get down to the 12-yard line. Boade making the stop, but that's a pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4 at the Apache 14-yard line. They're going to give it to Sullivan again. Again, he's going to go right up the middle. Sullivan is going to have first down yardage at the 9-yard line. This is just old-fashioned power football right up the middle. First and goal to go from the 9. Pump fake, looking in the corner of the end zone. Now Wilson's going to bring it down himself. He's going to take it in for a touchdown for CAC. Wilson on the scramble, took it in from 9 yards out for the touchdown. The CAC offense is impressive. And CAC is going to go for 2. They lead at 28-14. Sullivan in the backfield, the single back. Grayson Wilson, the quarterback. I'm kind of thinking they're going to give it to Sullivan straight ahead. Nope, they're going to fake it, pass to the left side, and the 2-point conversion is good. They fake the give and then hit Jackson Hampton on the left side for the 2-point conversion. 7:52 left to go in the second quarter. Your new score, CAC 30. Pottsville 14. We're back after this 30-second timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970-5079. Let's go Apache.
63-yard drive, 9 plays by CAC. The touchdown was on a 9-yard scramble by Grayson Wilson. The 2-point conversion pass is good to 11. And CAC has a 30-14 lead with 7:52 to go in the third. Left-footed boot by the kicker, fielded at the 15. Return back to the middle to the 25. Collins racing to the near side, and here comes another penalty on the Apaches. Collins gets across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's going to back up considerably on a penalty on Pottsville, which I think unofficially is the 8th penalty of the half on Pottsville. The illegal block in the back by the Apaches. They'll start deep in their own territory again. Boy, you hate to say in the second quarter it's a must-score situation, but it really is for Pottsville. They've got to get the defense a little bit of a rest and maybe a little bit of a chance to try to figure out a different way to defend this Mustang attack. 30-14, Mustangs lead it. Pottsville has it first and 10 at their 18-yard line. Mahan gives it to the first man through. He'll get across the 19 to the 20. It's Cobb, the ball carrier. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8. And not only has the throwing game been good for CAC, they've also made a bunch of yards going right straight up the middle. Pottsville has the play from the sideline on 2nd and 8. Pottsville sends a slot to the right, one wide out to the left. Mahan takes the low snap. Sidearm pass to the right. That's defended very well. No gain on the play. In fact, a loss of 3 or 4. CAC player stands over the Apache receiver and celebrates a little bit. Loss is going to be back to the 17, loss of 3 on the play. 3rd and 13 for Pottsville. The low snap kind of messed up the timing on that play, but CAC had that diagnosed very well. They had that stopped from the get-go. 3rd down and long, 3rd and 13. 7 seconds on the play clock. Pottsville just now getting to the line of scrimmage, and Pottsville's going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field, 6:17 to go in the second quarter. CAC 30, Pottsville 14, back in 30 seconds.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
30-14, CAC with the lead. .6:17 left to go in the second quarter. There has only been one defensive stop in this game, that by CAC, although they are bidding to make their second stop. Pottsville has a third down and very, very long. The Apaches were very late getting that play in last time and thus had to use a timeout. The CAC bunch has been hitting on all cylinders. That is a certainty. 30-14, CAC with a lead. 3rd and 13 Apaches from their 15-yard line. Mahan back to pass. Has time. Now brings it down. He's going to get caught from behind. I believe that was Hudson Ritchie making the stop on the play. Loss is back to the 13, a loss of 4. It's going to be 4th down and very, very long. Well, I got to say at the moment, CAC is just pretty much outplaying Pottsville on every aspect of the game. And the Apaches are going to have to kick it away. Collins, the kicker. Gets a high end-over-end boot. Takes an Apache bounce at the 45. Rolls well into CAC territory. They're going to roll dead down at the 32-yard line. So CAC will start at their own 32-yard line with 5:27 left to go in the second. Pottsville's defense desperately needs to come up with a stop here. This CAC offense has really been playing well. Grayson Wilson, the quarterback. He'll have an empty backfield, 2 wideouts to both sides of the field. CAC sent 2 men in motion. The second man did not reset. That should have been a procedure call. Pass is complete on the left side, gets across the 35. When you send 2 men in motion at the same time, both of them have to come reset again, and they did not. CAC gets away with that. Ball is out to the 37-yard line after a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Give is straight ahead across the 40 to the 42-yard line. On the give straight ahead. Chenoweth on the stop for the Apaches at the 42. 1st and 10. Flanker screen complete on the left side across the 45 to the 48. Driven out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Pickup of 7 on the play. Late penalty flag comes in. Is this going to be penalty number 9 on Pottsville? The officials are going to talk about it for a moment. The officials are still talking about it. CAC's already lined up. They want to go. So let's see what the call is. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Pottsville. Unofficially, penalty, is that number 8 or number 9 on Pottsville? I think it's 8 or 9. Okay, penalty number 9 on the Apaches. An unsportsmanlike conduct call will move the ball to the 36. Another first down for CAC. Mustangs lead at 30-14. Quarterback escapes one man in the backfield. A second tackle attempt is made at the 34-yard line. And here comes more penalty flags. So now what? Personal foul on the Apaches. Wow. $15 yards added on to the end of the run. I don't know what the penalty was for. First and 10, CAC. Deep in Apache territory with 4:36 to go in the quarter. And the tackle is made on Sullivan, going up the middle. And this was a legal tackle. I don't see any penalty flags. Pick up a 4 to the 15-yard line. Second down and 6. Pottsville coming on a blitz, complete to the left side. And Pottsville covered that very, very well. Loss of 3 on the play. We'll be back to the 18-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. That time Pottsville brought an all-out blitz from everybody, and it got there. Quarterback Wilson takes the snap, looks over the middle, and he overthrows an open receiver, and it will bring up 4th down. Pass intended for Josiah Benson over the middle. The Apaches with pretty good coverage, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 9. 30-14, Pottsville trails this game. 3:55 left to go in the second. Trips to the left side, one wide out to the right. Last time they came back to the right side with the single coverage. Look over the middle. Pass is going to be knocked away and intercepted in the end zone. Or did he come away with it in the end zone? We'll see. I haven't seen an official rule whether Pottsville caught it or not. They're going to say incomplete in the end zone, which actually isn't that bad of a play because now the ball still comes back out to the 19-yard line, and the Apache defense holds on down. Pottsville made a big hit about the same time the football got there, knocked it away, and Apache player dove, could not come up with the loose ball. But nonetheless, as a 4th down play, Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line with 3:48 to go in quarter number 2. Miller Mahan out on the field. He's under center, takes the snap. Gives it to the first man through, crossing the 20. Cobb's the ball carrier to the 22-yard line. Tate Cobb, the ball carrier, picked up about 4. 2nd and 6, and now we're seeing some CAC players getting up a little more slowly. In fact, the pickup by Cobb is going to basically be 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Miller Mahan under center at the 20. Again, they give it up the middle. Running room across the 35 to the 40 to midfield to the 45 into the open field at the 15, the 10, the 5 to the corner. Touchdown, Pottsville! Tate Cobb with the touchdown run. And no, I do not see any penalty flags. 78-yard touchdown run by Tate Cobb. We'll get Pottsville back into the ball game. That touchdown makes it a 30-20 ball game with 2:59 to go in the quarter. Pottsville's going to go for 2 this time. Tate Cobb found another gear about the 40-yard line, and he outran 2 defenders in the secondary who actually had angles to make the play. Tate just kept churning, going right straight up the middle. 2-point conversion coming out of an empty backfield. Now they bring a motion man. Mahan takes it. Option keeper turns it upfield. He'll go into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 2:59 left to go, quarter number 2. Your new score, CAC 30, Pottsville 22. Back after this 30-second timeout.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
So Pottsville hits on a long run. That's the second long touchdown run the Apaches have had tonight. The 2-point conversion makes it a one-possession game, 30-22, CAC with the lead. Well, what do you think about an onside kick here? Probably a little bit early to start fooling around with that sort of thing, especially since your defense did just get a stop, and CAC has 5 men right at the 10-yard marker, so they're sort of expecting it. High short kick, fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. That's actually a very smart play by Luke Shockley, one of the tight ends for CAC. It'll be 1st and 10, Mustangs at their own 35. The Apaches need another defensive stop. Pottsville will have the ball to begin quarter number 3. And maybe wishful thinking on my part, but some of the Mustang players starting to show a little bit of sign of fatigue here. We'll see if maybe the defense can take advantage of that. Pottsville with a 3-man front. Quarterback draw coming to the right side at the 40 to the 39. This one's coming back. Pickup of about 8 by Grayson Wilson, but I'm pretty sure I saw the hold by CAC. They're going to mark him at the 44-yard line. Yeah, the call is a hold on CAC. Again, like I say, some of the Mustang players showing signs of fatigue here. That could have been what that was. Spot of the foul was just about where Wilson stepped out of bounds, so this will basically mark it back to the original line of scrimmage. And about a yard back. 1st down and 11 for the Mustangs. They empty the backfield. They're going to fake the screen to the left side. Now the pass is going to be complete at the 35 and then dropped. Was that a lateral? Well, it doesn't matter. CAC fell on it. It's just where you spot the football. I think they're going to rule it incomplete. And I do believe that is the correct call. Pass intended for Sullivan. Went in and out of his hands, and it'll stay at the 34-yard line. 2nd down and 11. Mustangs out of the pistol formation. See if they give it to Sullivan this time. They've had good luck going up against the middle. Now they're going to throw it again. Blitz coming. Pass is going to be behind the intended receiver at midfield. Wilson's pass intended for Richie Hudson falls incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd down and 11. 2:41 left to go in the second quarter. Mustangs lead at 30-22. Pottsville again showing a 3-man front. Now they walk up a man on the left side showing blitz. They drop out of it. Back to pass, complete at the 39-yard line, and then drilled down going backwards, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And that was a big hit after Josiah Benson caught the ball. He then caught an Apache defender right in the chest. Pickup is going to be about 3. It's going to be 4th down. Down marker says 3rd. Now they've got it to 4th. Ball is at the 36. Pickup of 2. 4th down and 8. Now I will tell you that Grayson Wilson is their punter. And he goes back as if he's going to kick the ball, and he will. Low line drive kick. Pottsville did not have anybody back to field it. It will take a CAC bounce inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. So for the second possession in a row, the Apache defense gets a stop. Tyler Blakely will down the ball. Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Last possession, another heirloom legal touchdown for the Apaches. And now Pottsville will have the ball. It'll be 1st and 10. They will put it in play at their 17-yard line. Pottsville has 1 timeout remaining. Pottsville, Mahan on offense. They're going to give it on the counter to Cobb. Cobb with running room again. He's going to cross the 25 to the 27-yard line. Now Pottsville's got to get in a bit of a hurry here. That's going to be a pickup of 9. 2nd down and a yard after a gain of 9. Clock is at 1:33. The Apaches have 1 timeout, trail at 30-22. At their own 24-yard line, Mahan gives it to the first man through, crossing the 27 to the 28-yard line. That's going to be another McNeely Plumbing 1st down for the Apaches. Ball is going to be at the 28-yard line. First and 10, Pottsville. The clock winds after the sticks spotted. Toss sweep coming to the near side. And a good play closing on the right side by Jordan Kissinger. I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but they did not. No gain on the play at the 29. Pottsville's going to use their timeout. Second down and 10 coming for the Apaches. Timeout on the field. Pottsville trails at 30-22. We're back in 30 seconds.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
We appreciate everybody joining the webcast tonight. All the Apache fans. We also welcome in the Mustang fans as a part of tonight's broadcast. CAC leads this game 30-22. We are 59 seconds away from the halftime break. Pottsville will be facing a second and long back at their own 30-yard line. Second and 10. Mahan under center. Takes the snap. Option keeper. He turns it upfield behind good blocking at the 35. Gets to the 40. Cuts it back inside to midfield to the right sideline at the 40, the 35, and Mahan steps out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Apaches. First down brought to you by McNeely Plumbing as Miller Mahan flips the field on the keeper. 30-yard run by Miller Mahan. It'll be first and 10 Apaches at the 36. Mahan back to pass. Completes it. Now it falls incomplete. Pass was intended for Antoine Collins, and I think he might have heard footsteps, and that's a shame because he had a blocker in front of him and some running room. Pass stops the clock with 42 seconds to go in the second. I think young Mr. Collins looked up before the ball got there. That's easy to do. From the Mustang 36, Pottsville will have a second and 10. Again, trips to the left side, one wide out to the right. The wide out to the right, I think, is Harris. He has single coverage. Penalty flag flies before the snap. False start on the Apaches. That's penalty number 10 on Pottsville in the half. I will tell you that with at least 10 penalties in the first half, Pottsville really is not in a bad situation, trailing 30-22. This could be much worse after that many penalties in the half. 11. So after 11 penalties in the half. Still, second down and 15 for the Apaches. At the Mustang 42, trips left. Mahan takes the snap. He's keeping it all the way to the right. Has running room. Gets back to the 35, maybe to the 34. Now they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 35. So he got the 5 yards back from the penalty. It's going to be third down and 9 from the 35. Pottsville is out of timeouts. So if you complete a pass or make a run, you better pick up a first down with 37 seconds to go. 3 wideouts to the left, 1 wide out to the right. You have that same play for yards if you want it. Mahan back to pass. He's going to scramble. Comes up the field. One hands it down the field. Incomplete at the 20-yard line. He had Colby Stevenson, but threw it just out of his reach. The timing a little bit off on that play. Fourth down for the Apaches. From the 35. That would have been a first and 10 too, but boy, it's hard to throw that ball rolling at full speed being chased by Mustang defenders who are going to arrive in a bad mood. Big fourth down coming here. Pottsville trails at 30-22, 31 seconds left to go in the half. Again, 3 wideouts to the left. Pistol formation. Penalty flag flies at the snap. Is that penalty number 12? Illegal procedure on Pottsville. Of course it is. I think a couple of these officials are going to tear their rotator cuff throwing penalty flags. Mark off back to the 40-yard line, 4th down and 15. CAC showing blitz. They step out of it. Mahan gets away from one man, flag in the middle. Mahan throws it down the field, has a man complete at the 10, to the 5, to the 1-yard line, but this is probably coming back on a Pottsville penalty again. They stop it at the 1-yard line. Let's see what the penalty is. Now the official standing at the 40, so this is going to come back. Are you kidding me? Penalty number 13 in the half. Holding against the Apaches, penalty number 13. So you replay the down, but unfortunately you don't get the time back, and there's only 17 seconds left. CAC is going to call timeout, 4th down and 15 for the Apaches. CAC leads at 30-22. We're back in 30 seconds.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see them do things that will help change the world. That'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
You know, all things considered, the way CAC has moved the ball in the first half and the fact that 13 penalties have been called on Pottsville, the Apaches are not in a bad spot. They trail this game 30-22. They have the football, 4th down at their 40. I think the job of the offensive line this time is to block as long as you can, and let's see how far Miller Mahan can throw a football. But Pottsville should get the ball to begin quarter number 3. And you never know. I've seen stranger things. From the 40, Mahan back to pass. They're showing screen. They're going to complete the screen with running room. Across the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Tackle is made at the 18. That's going to be a McNeely Plumbing first down. Now the Apaches have to get up there and snap the ball and clock it. From the 15-yard line, Pottsville's waiting for the officials. Now they say roll the clock. Mahan takes the snap, and Pottsville will have 4 seconds to throw it into the end zone. Pottsville got a first down. The completion was to Harris. He got down to the 16-yard line. Picked up 22 on the throw and catch. Pottsville did a good job hustling down the field. They'll have one play with 4 seconds to go. So the screen picks up big yardage, and Pottsville will have one shot to throw it into the end zone or scramble to the end zone. And the officials will stop play. I would assume CAC uses another timeout, and they do. Timeout on the field. Pottsville trails at 30-22, back in 30 seconds.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pod. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
This will probably be the last play of the half, barring a penalty. And since we've had about 15 or 16 penalties in this half, I wouldn't put that past anybody. Pottsville will have one shot to the end zone after the McNeely Plumbing first down to Harris. Harris splits out wide to the left. He's going to have single coverage if you want to try a fade route. And now the officials blow a whistle again. CAC is going to take their final timeout. Well, you can't take them with you to the second half, so you just as well use them, right? And what this is going to do is it's going to allow Brother Jim Huffman more time to get here for the second half. Yeah, I've mentioned this before. We're going to keep it here on this timeout. no matter what, Pottsville's going to go into the locker room at the break in a very good position. This could have been much worse. But Pottsville able to get 2 stops on the last 2 CAC possessions of the first half. And frankly, the Mustangs looked a little bit tired. So here we go. Second down and basically 2nd and 15 with only 5 seconds. Mahan takes the snap. Back to pass. Looks over the middle. Throws it into coverage. It's knocked away, and it's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. At the end of the first half, it is the Mustangs of CAC 30, the Pottsville Apaches 22. The Granite Shop halftime show begins now. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970-5079. Let's go, Apache!
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see them do things that will help change the world, that'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
Back on the Granite Shop halftime show, the Pottsville Apaches trailing the Mustangs of CAC 30-22. And again, this could have been much, much worse. It was the 8th drive of the game before either team's defense was able to get a stop. CAC on their opening possession had a 29-yard touchdown pass, I should say, to Josiah Benson from quarterback Grayson Wilson. The 2-point conversion gave CAC an 8-0 lead. Pottsville then took the ball. They had a touchdown pass, a 10-play, 66-yard drive. The touchdown was on a 25-yard run, and then the 2-point conversion, the touchdown run and conversion made it an 8-7 lead for CAC. CAC on their next possession had a 42-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Grayson Wilson to Tyler Blakely. Their 2-point conversion was no good. Pottsville would answer on a long touchdown run by Colby Stevenson of the Apaches. He had a 85-yard touchdown run. The point after conversion was good. That tied the game at 14. Back comes CAC again. They have a 29-yard touchdown pass to Josiah Benson from quarterback Grayson Wilson. The 2-point conversion was good on a Grayson Wilson keeper. That gave CAC a 22-14 lead. The next possession by the Apaches, they move the ball to the CAC 37. CAC held them on downs, took the ball back, had a touchdown run by Grayson Wilson of 9 yards. The 2-point conversion was good. 63-yard drive gave CAC a 30-14 lead, and at that time, CAC felt like they were in pretty good position. Pottsville punted the ball away on their next possession, unable to move it. CAC had a 2-touchdown lead and the football with 5:27 to go in the half. But the Pottsville defense able to rise up and make a stop. The Apaches got the ball back on their own 19-yard line, an 81-yard two-play drive. 78 of the yards on a touchdown run by Tate Cobb. The 2-point conversion was carried in by Miller Mahan, and the Apaches closed to 30-22. That was your score at the half as the Apaches forced a punt by CAC. The Apaches moved the ball all the way down to the 16-yard line, but simply did not have enough timeouts and ran out of time going to the halftime break. So in your halftime show by the Granite Shop, Pottsville trails CAC 30-22. We'll come back to John Needham Stadium on the Granite Shop halftime show when we return after this timeout. It is the Granite Shop halftime show from John Needham Stadium in Pottsville. The Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs lead the Pottsville Apaches by a score of 30-22 at the half. Pottsville was in a position where they were down 2 touchdowns and CAC had the ball. They could have real easily gone down 3, and that would have been quite a deficit to try to make up. But the defense rose up, got a stop. Offense with an impressive drive to score 1 touchdown. Came within an outstretched arm in the end zone of having a second one. Boy, if Pottsville could have scored on that final possession, you'd have really had something. But as it is, Pottsville is not in the worst of spots. They trail this game by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They will have the ball first, theoretically, to begin the second half of play. And I cannot imagine Pottsville playing much worse in that first half from a penalty standpoint. The Apaches had 13 penalties called on them. 3 unsportsmanlike conduct calls, I think, and illegal use of hands, holding, blocking the back. But the only thing the Apaches didn't have called on them was pass interference. Well, all things considered. And you would think that would be one of the penalties you would get most called facing this CAC offense. Fans, I'm telling you, that Mustang offense is as good as advertised. And this Grayson Wilson, he is really something. Now, I will tell you, he did overthrow a couple of open receivers late in that first half of play. They could have real easily have had a couple of more touchdowns, but a couple of overthrown players and some Apache big hits on potential receptions separated the receiver from the ball a couple of times too. So we shall see. I'm pretty sure you had 2 very tired football teams going to the locker room at the halftime break. Both teams a little bit late coming back out onto the field, and they're just now getting stretched out and ready to play the second half. What you'd like to see, I would think the best of all possible worlds for Pottsville would be to take the ball on this opening possession, have a long, grinded out 4 and 5 yards on every play, kind of drive down the field and see if you couldn't maybe wear CAC out just a little bit more. The Mustangs have 32, have 34 players on their roster, so they may be a tad short-handed, and perhaps the physicality of Pottsville could pay dividends late in the ball game. But, boy, they are so good at striking very, very quickly. There's no doubt about that. All right, we will get this second half underway when we return to John Needham Stadium. Mustangs 30, Apaches 22. We're back in 1 minute.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Or something like that as far as the penalty calls go. The Apaches with the 13 penalties. I think CAC committed 4, but it's not a zero-sum game. You don't expect even numbers to be called on both sides. It just simply doesn't work that way. The Apaches have had to fight very, very hard to stay with the Mustangs, leading 30-22. Both teams back out on the field. Crowd getting into the ball game. Pottsville will send Eli Atkins back deep. Eli has a touchdown in tonight's game, a long touchdown run. I'm sorry? Oh. Now the officials decide to turn everything around, and we'll go the other direction before we kick the ball off. Pottsville's going to be deep now to our right side, as CAC will kick the ball off. Avery Breimer is the kicker for the Mustangs. And I would not just automatically assume this kick is going to go deep. Eli Atkins is the single man in the deep 3 formation for the kick. CAC 30, Pottsville 22. And now we are ready to kick off this ball game. Brother Jim Huffman has arrived for tonight's game just in time for the second half. Reimer's kick will be taken at the 10-yard line. Return back to the 20, to the 25, out to the 30-yard line. Stop just short on the 30-yard line on the return for the Pottsville Apaches. I believe that was Colby Stevenson, the returner for Pottsville. Brother Jim, welcome.
Well, Steve, it's good to be here. I made it in from Hot Springs. The color of the night is yellow, I hear.
Yeah, 13 penalties against the Apaches in the first half.
Wow.
Pottsville 1st and 10 from their 29. They give it to the first man through across the 35 to the 37-yard line. That was Tate Cobb, the ball carrier. Tate Cobb's got to be well over 100 yards, including a touchdown, as he picked up 8 yards going right up the gut that time.
I had a chance to catch y'all guys when I got through the mountains between Hot Springs and the River Valley. I had a chance to pick some up. I couldn't believe 13 penalties in the first half.
Yeah, I keep thinking these officials are going to have to soak their throwing arm after this game. 2nd and 2 for the Apaches. Eli Atkins has first down yardage across the 40 to the 45 to the 46-yard line. A McNeely Plumbing 1st and 10 run by the Apaches.
Oh, Steve, man, you got to give hats off to this offensive line, man. They dominated the line of scrimmage that time for Atkins.
They opened up a nice hole. Eli saw it, picked up the first down. That could be me, but I'm seeing defenders for CAC with a lot of hands on hips, even coming in after the halftime break. 1st and 10 Pottsville from their 46. Toss to the right side. Atkins has the corner turned into Mustang territory at the 45. Driven out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
You know, I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't get the ball in the end zone right before half, but, Steve, I was glad to hear that we had the ball to start the third quarter, and we need to take advantage of it here.
Pickup of 9, 2nd down and a yard for the Apaches. At times, I might suspect that Pottsville might try to take a shot here, but I think if you're the Apaches, you'd like to grind it out a little bit. Here, I got a present for you, Jim.
Oh, thank you. It must be barbecue.
2nd and a yard, counter give. Atkins first down, turns the corner at the 44 to the 42 to the 41-yard line. That's another McNeely Plumbing 1st and 10 for the Apaches.
What do you want me to do with this barbecue sauce? Drink it? I thought you were giving me a water. I was about to turn that up.
Actually, we do have one of those right in front of you to your left.
That's good. Thank you.
Let it not be said that Mr. Turek doesn't take care of us.
Well, hats off to Chris Turk for providing the press box some good grub.
From the plus 40-yard line, 1st and 10 Apaches. Mustangs lead at 30-22. Pottsville with the initial possession of the third. They're going to go over the right side again. Tate Cobb got inside the 40 to the 38-yard line, then stacked up at the 38 at the hash mark for a short gain. Good tackle by Damian Wicker to stop the play for a gain of about a yard. Yeah, when you consider that Pottsville has been whistled for 13 penalties in this game, you probably don't feel bad about only being down 1 touchdown with the high-power Mustang offense.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, CAC is putting everybody in the box. They have 9 men on the second down play. Mahan back to pass. Over the middle has a man. It's complete at the 24-yard line. Nice throw and catch. Caleb Turek with the reception. And the Pottsville coaches saw the same thing I did and burned the Mustangs for McNeely Plumbing first down through the air.
Yeah, Caleb that time came in from that tight end position. He just floated out there, Steve. The quarterback had time to throw it, and Mahan hit 14 in stride.
Pickup of 16 for the McNeely Plumbing first down. After the Royce Hegan Air kickoff, Pottsville has moved the ball into CAC territory at the 24. And they're going to give to the running back on the left side, to the 20, to the 19-yard line. Once again, Tate Cobb, the ball carrier. Tate has kind of carried the mail in this ball game. He has one long touchdown run, well over 100 yards, and picked up 5 that time to the 19.
Yeah, and by the way, I did get to hear the two, before I lost signal, the 2 long touchdown runs, and great job, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You had me shouting in the car.
Those were fun. Second down and about 6. Short side left. Give it to the first man through, spinning inside the 12, down to the 10, to the 9-yard line. Pottsville's offensive line opening up holes in chunks now. And once again, for the Apaches, Tate Cobb, the ball carrier, and that is another McNeely Plumbing first down at the 10. 9 yards on that carry. Ball is just short of the 10, although I think it is first and goal to go because the other marker is not on the field. First and goal to go from the 10. Wide out goes to the right side of the field. That is Jaden Harris, and we have another penalty flag on the play. How do you have a penalty before they even line up? They call CAC for offside. I still have the same question. So the offside will move the ball to the 5. First and goal from the 5. I'd explain that to you if I could.
Well, Steve, they didn't move the ball.
No, they didn't move the ball either. It's still at the 10. I don't know. Miller Mahan will move it. He'll move it down to the 5, to the 4-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. Brother Jim, talk for a second if you would.
Oh, Steve, I got it, man. I tell you, what a game this is. It's been broadcast all week long about the Pottsville Apaches and the CAC Mustangs. And this game, Justin, it is living up to its hype. According to Hootens, if I'm not mistaken, Hootens has Pottsville picked as the winner of this game, but I believe Pottsville is ranked number 14 and CAC is number 10, but they've got us picked over the Mustangs.
Sideline warning was the call. We got that from the other side of the press box. So second and goal from the 5. Give it to Cobb. Powers in over the left side. That's into the end zone. Touchdown, Apaches. Thank you for kind of killing some time there, Jim, so I could get the call there.
Hey, I just talked about the oddness of Hootens picking us to win.
Yeah.
You know, because normally we don't get picked to win, but we did tonight.
Even though they have CAC ranked higher.
Yes. and that's the oddity.
Touchdown makes it 30-28 Mustangs. The Apaches are going to go for the tie on the 2-point conversion. Single back in the backfield. Mahan rolls right, has a man, and it is complete. The 2-point conversion is good, and the Apaches have tied it at 30 with 6:51 to go in the third quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
That's the drive I told you Pottsville wanted. It took 10 plays to cover the 70 yards for the touchdown. Touchdown run from 5 yards out by Tate Cobb, his second touchdown of the night.
As Justin said, it took 5 minutes off the clock, too.
That's right. High short kick will take a bounce. Still loose. Now CAC falls on it at their 25-yard line. So now let's see if the Apaches can find a way to rise up again against the CAC offense.
Yeah, the defense, we got to figure out a way to stop. You know, of course, the best way to do that, Steve, with this running gun of CAC is don't let anybody behind you.
Yeah, and that's easier said than done because then they'll nickel and dime you to death with 6- and 7-yard completions. Quarterback is Grayson Wilson. He has 3 touchdown throws, I believe. He's in the pistol formation. And they're going to give it straight ahead, crossing the 30, running room across the 35 to the 38 to the 39-yard line. That's Sullivan, the ball carrier. He has had a good night tonight. He's got to be close to 100 yards.
And that was Kobe Stevenson, number 10. It's good to see him back on the field with the tackle for the Apaches.
Pickup of 13. They're going to give it to Sullivan again. Again, he's going to go right up the middle, crosses the 45 to the 47. They see something between their center and their left guard that they like. They're picking up 8, 9, and 10 yards per carry straight ahead. From their own 48-yard line, give it to Sullivan again, and again up the middle he goes. Pottsville is not wrapping up on tackling attempts. Down to the 45, the 44-yard line. That's going to be a touchdown to the 44 of Pottsville. So the Apaches got the heirloom legal touchdown. Now CAC back the other way in high gear. 1st and 10 from the Apache 43. Sullivan again. This time he bounces it outside, inside the 40 to the 39. Right now the CAC offensive line is really creating some running room.
Steve, they are. I mean, we can't get a hand on the running back.
Pickup is 5, 2nd and 5. Now watch CAC try to go deep. They like the home run ball from here. Nope, give it to Sullivan. This time he is hammered in the backfield. Is that Will Sutterfield that came in and made that stop?
I think it's number 5.
Oh, excuse me, that'd be Trip Price.
Yes.
I didn't see the club. There it is.
State champion.
Loss of 2 on the play, back to the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 8. Pottsville dropping very deep. Pass coming to the right side. And the ball and the defender arrive at the same time, but a nice throw and catch. Good concentration by Hudson Ritchie to make the catch at the 29. Pottsville just a step late getting there. 1st and 10 at the 29. I thought Pottsville was going to knock that one away. Credit Ritchie with a nice job catching it. Again, Sullivan straight ahead, and again he's tripped up in the backfield. That time it was Boade coming through, and a loss of 2 on the play.
We have made some adjustments, so looks like we're getting the stops now, Steve.
2nd down and 12, almost 13. Wilson back to pass, looks over the middle, has a man wide open at the 20, makes one Apache miss, and that's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. That's Hudson Ritchie into the end zone, and Pottsville just cannot stop that throwing game.
Yeah, Steve, we had a defender there, but he actually went in and made a hit, but he didn't wrap up, and he just spun off that hit and into the end zone he goes.
CAC is going to line up to try to go for 2 again. They've taken the lead 36-30 with 4:51 to go in the 3rd. I kind of thought once Pottsville started getting some stops on that running game, they were going to have some success, but CAC just throws the ball too well. And now I think we may have an illegal shift on CAC. The official has stopped play as a CAC player came in motion. Now maybe we have a timeout.
I think it might be an official timeout, Steve, because I saw him tap his shoulders. But
now I do know CAC got away with an illegal shift in the first half that wasn't called. On the same play, they sent 2 men in motion at the same time, which is fine. But if you do that, both of them have to come reset, and the second man did not. Let him go on the play. So we do have a timeout on the field. The officials do not signal the timeout be credited against either team, so I guess maybe the official wanted a break. I don't know. I honestly can't tell you why we stopped play there. Maybe an equipment issue, perhaps? Well, nonetheless, CAC leads at 36-30 with 4:51 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs are going to try to go for 2 now. They're in a pistol formation, motion man left to right. They take the snap, fake the give up the middle, throw into the end zone is going to be complete. No, it's going to be complete at the 11, and there are 3 Apaches there to stop the 2-point conversion. So that will come up short. 4:51 left to go in the 3rd. CAC 36, Pottsville 30. We're back in 30 seconds.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins Be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
4:51 left to go in the third. These teams are both battling. 36-30, CAC with the lead. Pottsville may have picked up some momentum on that two-point conversion stop. That could matter, by the way. CAC will kick it off. CAC may have wished the officials hadn't stopped that play on the two-point conversion. That ended up helping the Apaches. Kick fielded at the 15, return to the 20. And to the 23, got to quit dancing, put the ball away and bring it upfield, baby. Tackle is going to be made back at the 23 or the 24-yard line. The Apaches will have it there 1st and 10 after the Roy's Heating and Air kickoff. 4:44 left to go in the third. So from the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Apaches. Well, so far the Apaches have avoided penalties in this third quarter. Miller Mahan brings the play out onto the field. The officials are visiting at the 24-yard line. Well, I spoke too soon.
Oh.
Pottsville called for a penalty on the hold, of course. There's penalty number 14 on the night.
Wow.
And they did not move the ball. So I don't know. I got no clue. 1st and 10, Pottsville. From their 24. Give across the 25 to the 28 to the 29-yard line. And Cobb almost took that to the house. If he hadn't been tipped up at the ankle, he was heading for open field.
Steve, he was, I think, big number 70 for CAC. I believe that's Will
Cawley.
Yeah, Will Cawley. Man, he saved a touchdown that time.
As it is, a pickup of 6 just short of the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 4 for Pottsville. Motion man comes right to left. Counter coming back to the left side. And a good job by the CAC defense stringing that out. Damian Wicker able to shed a blocker and make a stop for a loss of 2 on the play. I think CAC's seen that play coming about twice too often.
Yep. Yeah, they had a good read on that, and then they stayed in their lanes and stayed in their positions, and big number 51 made the tackle.
Big play here for Pottsville on 3rd and 5, back at their own 27, trailing 36-30. Well, normally you score 30 points in the third quarter, you feel pretty good about things. Mahan will take it. Option read, turns it himself with speed, crosses the 35 to the 37. They're going to call him down at the 35, but that's good enough for a McNeely Plumbing first down for the Apaches.
Yeah, good run that time by Mahan. He just stayed behind his blockers, read it well, and picked up the first down.
In fact, they gave him the 36. I said it was an option. I'll tell you the truth upon reflection. I think that was a quarterback keeper all the way.
Yep.
I don't think there was an option on that. Mahan's run to daylight creates a 1st and 10 for the Apaches with 3:09 to go in the third. Toss sweep coming to the near side. Again, CAC has that strung out very well. Tackle made at the 40-yard line. I guess that was not by a face mask. Ball carrier for Pottsville was Eli Atkins to the 40-yard line, picks up 5. Sure looked like he got pulled down by the face mask, though. Anyway, it was a funny-looking tackle. 5 yards on the gain. Well, maybe just short of 5. We'll call it 2nd down at about 5.5. 36-30, Pottsville trailing the horses. Mahan gives it straight ahead across the 45 to the 46-yard line. On the blast, Tate Cobb, the ball carrier. He'll be close to, but I think short of first down. Now, they gave him a very good spot. He got to the 45, had to get across the 45, though, so it's going to be 3rd down and a yard.
About a yard short.
Well, if this were the Razorbacks, we'd be lining up
in
shotgun. have to get 9 yards before you get 1.
You had to go there.
I
did.
did.
You had to go there.
The Apaches line Miller Mahan up under center. Take the snap, give it to Cobb. Cobb fights his way to midfield and has another McNeely Plumbing first down for Pottsville at midfield.
I tell you what, Tate Cobb is just really he's emerged, Steve, as a big-time running back for the Apaches.
Pottsville started this drive back at their 24. They have moved to midfield, and they have taken most of the time off the clock in the third quarter. CAC has only had the ball once in the third. Now the Mustangs do lead it 36-30 with 1:34 to go in the third. Mahan under center at midfield on the first down play. Give it straight ahead into Mustang territory at the 48, the 47. Cobb to the 46-yard line. And Cobb bounces back up after a pickup of almost 5. Pickup between 4 and 5 will bring up second down and about 6. Slot to the right, open field left. That's the H-back side of the field. They motion to the short side. Mahan takes the snap, turns it upfield behind good blocking, gets to the 42, carries 3 CAC players with him down to the 40-yard line. And if they spot it there, that's going to be another McNeely Plumbing first down.
Yeah,
we'll
Steve,
see.
I believe it is, Steve, because his forward progress got him there to the 40, and the officials saw that, so that's where they're going to spot it.
Yep, the officials in the white hat says that is another McNeely Plumbing first down for the Apaches to the 40-yard line after a pickup of 6.
That time about Mahan, usually he's pretty good about people getting, missing him and not hitting him solid. That time he took a solid hit and still stood up, Mahan is such a good athlete, and he's showing his athleticism there on that run.
This first down play will start on the left hash at the 40 of the Mustangs. The Apaches have 2 wideouts to the right. Mahan coming to the short side, turns the corner, gets inside the 39, stays in bounds at the 35, gets down to the 34 to the 33-yard line. I think they're going to give him the 32 with progress.
Yeah, that's just wanting it, Steve. I mean, that's what Mahan did. I mean, he could have went out of bounds and not took the hit, but he thought, if they're not going to tackle me, I'm going to tippy-toe the sidelines, and he did.
And that probably will be the final play of the third quarter. Well, no, they stopped. Why did they stop play? He didn't go out of bounds, did he?
No.
Not sure why the clock has stopped, but it is. Second down and 2 with 11 seconds to go in the third. Hand off to Cobb. He'll cross the 30, right up the gut to the 29, to the 28-yard line. That will be another McNeely Plumbing first and 10. And there are 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Clock will stop to reset the chains, and then they will let the clock run out. So at the end of the
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see them do things that will help change the world, that'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfiend. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
As the third quarter came to a close, Pottsville will have the ball at the 29-yard line of the Mustangs. Can you drive the ball 29 yards and take up 11 minutes and 59 seconds?
Hey, tonight anything's possible.
Beginning of the fourth, it's 36-30. Mustangs. Pottsville takes it off the right side on the first down play to the 28 to the 27-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play, second down and 7. Ball is at the 28. Second down and 7. And Pottsville is not going to be in a big hurry as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 36-30. Mustangs with a 6-point lead. Second down play coming for the Apaches. Power to Cobb. He gets inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. And it's going to be second down and 5.
There we are on schedule, Steve. But
third down and 5, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Third down and 5 for the Apaches. Probably 2 down territory, depending on this play, of course. Big play coming here, by the way. Both sides making noise on this third down and 5 at the 24 of the Mustangs. Mahan under center, single back in the backfield. Mahan back to pass, looks over the middle, has a man wide open in the end zone. It is incomplete, knocked away. Ball was just slightly underthrown, and the CAC defender got back to knock it away.
Yeah, Jacob Henry for the CAC Mustangs, he just got that ball up right before number 6, Jaden Harris, was going to make the catch.
Saved a touchdown. I thought for a second Harris had caught it anyway, but the ball got knocked away. It's going to be fourth down. Interesting call there. Interesting time to take a shot. So now it's fourth down and 5. Mahan in the shotgun. I'm running a quarterback keeper. I bring a motion man left to right. Quarterback turns it upfield, has a first down to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Pottsville.
Steve, what did you say you were going to run?
I'm running a quarterback keeper. They haven't stopped it yet.
You know, I think Coach Russ is going to give you a whistle. Let you start calling some plays.
They just spread it out, let Miller Mahan read the blocking, and that touchdown ties the game at 36 with 10:29 left to go in the ball game. Pottsville on to attempt the point after touchdown. This is an important one. Snap is good. The kick is on the way. It is good. And the Apaches have their first lead of tonight with 10:29 left to go in the ball game. 37-36, Pottsville by 1 as Will Sutterfield gives the Apaches the lead. We're back in 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970-5079. Let's go, Apache.
Roy's Heating and Air touchdown run by Miller Mahan ties the game. And then the point after drilled through by Will Sutterfield. And with 10:29 to play in the contest, Pottsville has their first lead, 37-36. Roy's Heating and Air kickoff coming now. Pottsville needs a good coverage play. High short kick coming to the near side. It's going to be fielded at the 44-yard line. Ball is fielded by a player I do not have on the roster. He wears number 20, so we'll say 20 made a nice catch. I hate doing that, but if the coaches aren't going to keep up the rosters, not much I can do about it.
How about Rocky Blair?
How about Rocky Blyer?
Blair. Yeah, how about their Blair? Because, you know, we don't know what the number or the guy's name is.
That's true. We'll call him Rocky.
Yeah.
First and 10 CAC. Wheel route incomplete. Pottsville needs to go fall on that. That may have been a lateral. No, the official signaled very early, and I believe correctly that was an incomplete forward pass.
Oh.
I think a lot of Pottsville fans saw that with their heart, but I think the ball was thrown forward.
I think it was too, Steve.
I cannot argue with that one. I wish he'd have called it the other way. Second and 10 coming for CAC. They are at their own 45-yard line. Give it to the first man through, stacked up right at the 45-yard line. Sullivan, the ball carrier, may have picked up a yard, and it's going to be third down and long from the 46.
This is going to be a big play, Steve, for our defense.
Well, you know CAC is going to take 2 plays.
Yep.
The officials spot the ball, mark it ready for play. The quarterback Wilson in the pistol. Pottsville jumps into the neutral zone on the hard snap count, and CAC is going to get 5 free yards unless a CAC player moved, and I did not see one. Yeah. Penalty number 15 on the Apaches tonight.
Wow.
So that's going to move the ball to the 48 of the Apaches. 3rd down and 5. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going to get away from one Apache and then met right at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback falls forward. Grayson Wilson fell forward for a yard, but he's going to be a yard short. 4th down and 1 from the 46. 4th down and a yard.
Watch the hard count.
Wilson takes the snap, gives it to Sullivan. No, he doesn't. He pulls it out, turns the corner, gets the 1st down yardage, tripped up at the 44. He fooled me. I thought he gave it to Sullivan. If he had, that was going to get stopped. Smart play by Wilson to read it correctly. And now we're going to stop play for something. I think an Apache player may be down on the far sideline.
Steve, I believe that's number 11 for the Apaches.
I'm trying to look and see who the down player is. CAC coaches just standing there watching. Thank you.
And I think it might be a cramp. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it may be a cramp. Now the coaches are coming over to say, good play. Yeah. As the Apache trainer finally gets over there. Yeah, they're trying to stretch out a cramp, so it's nothing serious.
I believe that is Megan with River Valley Therapy and Sports Medicine. Who's on call tonight, and appreciate her coming out and taking care of all the football players, cheerleaders even, and probably even the press box. We have an issue up here. She'd probably come take care of us.
She'd probably just throw me a banana and say, here, eat it, if I had a cramp.
No, back in our day, they'd give you a salt tablet. Don't you remember?
Still trying to see who it is. It is a cramp, and you are right. It is Pottsville's Antoine Collins, who's up and moving. He'll come out for a play. Yeah. He got there very quickly. The gain was a very short one to the 44, but that was enough for the 1st down. If they had given it to Sullivan, he was going to get stopped 4 yards deep, so you really got to credit Grayson Wilson with a nice job of reading the option, and that did look like it was an option read the whole way. 1st and 10, Mustangs at the Apache 43 on the right hash. Wilson takes the snap. Blitz coming. Pottsville was held. No call. Wilson will bring it upfield at the 35. Cuts it to the outside at the 30. Block on the back that's not called. Inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. How did they miss both of those?
Yeah, Wilson.
Okay, there is a flag on the field at the 34. That's probably going to be for the block in the back, but I saw. But coming on a blitz for the Apaches was Eli Atkins, and the blocker on the left side just reached out and grabbed his arm right in front of the line judge. They did get CAC for the penalty that time.
Well, Wilson looked like Houdini getting out of all the Pottsville tackles, but we know now why.
Well, I'm wondering, okay, so the mark-off will go back to the 44-yard line, so basically no gain on the – loss of about 3. 1st and 13 after the penalty. Boy, there were 2 clear ones on that one. This time they do give it to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to get hit, runs through one tackler, gets to the 30 to the 29-yard line. Sullivan, the ball carrier, no penalties on that one. Pottsville just didn't wrap up.
Guys, you better get lined up and go because here they come.
1st down for CAC at the 30-yard line. Quick snap. Back to pass, looking right, has a man in the end zone, but closing on the play and knocking it away in the end zone for the Apaches was Logan Tatro. Logan covered a lot of ground to get there and knock it away.
Boy, Steve, he did. And the receiver actually got behind him just for a second, but he made it some ground quick.
Tatro with some good closing speed on that one to knock it away. 2nd down and 10. Mustangs at the 30 of the Apaches. Lead belongs to Pottsville, 37-36. Quick snap coming to the near side. Pass is complete down to the 20-yard line. Throw and catch goes to Hudson Ritchie. I think he's going to be short of 1st down yardage, though. They're going to mark it at the 21. It's going to be 3rd and a yard. They're going to give it to, Wilson's going to pull it himself. He's going to turn the corner, gets inside the 10 to the 5, heads to the end zone. Did he get there? They're going to say he did. Touchdown by Grayson Wilson from 21 yards out. And it looks like CAC is going to go for 2 again. They lead it 42-37. Out of the pistol formation. Wilson with the fake hard count. Still has 15 on the play clock, so no hurry. A couple of penalties hurt Pottsville on that drive again. Especially offside. They give it to Sullivan. Sullivan cuts inside. Did he get to the end zone? He did. So the 2-point conversion is good. Now they call a penalty in the end zone. They may get CAC for a late hit on this after the play was well over. An Apache defender in the end zone got knocked down well after the whistle was blown. 2 penalty flags came flying in. So the 2-point conversion is good because the penalty came after the play.
Let's see what the Whitehead has to say.
Personal foul on CAC. The conversion is good. It was a post-possession foul. That was the correct call. But that will back the kickoff up 15 yards. Hopefully that will result in good field position for the Apaches. 8:21 left to go in the ball game. Pottsville trails CAC 44-37.
Well, this is definitely a shootout, Steve. Whoever has the ball last.
Roy's heating an air kickoff coming. And it's going to come from back at the 25, I think, or are they going to say the 35? Should be a 15-yard mark off, so it'll be back at the 25. Antoine Collins back deep to receive what will probably be a little bit of a shorter kick. Pottsville hopes to come up with good field position. So kickoff coming for the Mustangs after the personal foul penalty in the end zone. And the middle kick coming. High kick. Be taken at the 25-yard line, dropped and then picked up. Well, the penalty didn't help Pottsville at all.
No, it didn't.
Jaden Harris fell down trying to get that ball, missed it, had to fall on it. Might have been better off letting the man behind him take it. But nonetheless, Pottsville will take over, 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. You were hoping for better field position than that. Mustangs lead it 44-37. We are in the fourth quarter. 8:19 left to play in the game. Pottsville has a full complement of timeouts if they need them. Pottsville sends one man wide to the left, everybody else on the line of scrimmage. Give is to Tate Cobb, and Cobb is met right at the exchange. May have got back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play.
Yeah, they were expecting Cobb to be the ball carrier that time, Steve, and they met him in the backfield.
Yeah, CAC is really selling out to stop the run. They are putting 8, 9, at times even 10 men in the box. Now, Pottsville was able to burn them once on that in the first half. But look at the defensive scheme here.
Yeah.
You have 10 men, you have 9 men within 10 yards. Now they walk the other one up. And Pottsville's going to give it on the counter, and they just don't have enough men to block it.
Yeah. You know what I'd be doing right about now? Probably on that play right there, it'd be a great call for the old skinny post.
Old skinny post, screen pass. But CAC has said you're not going to beat us on the ground right now. We don't think you can beat us through the air. Loss of 2, it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Pottsville desperately needs a first down here. Third down and 12. Mahan on a play fake, rolls left, has a man, complete at the 35 to the 37-yard line. It's going to be short of first down yardage on the completion, but it's going to be fourth down and 2 or 3.
Yeah, Steve, I think you go for it here.
Yeah, I don't think you have a choice. Pass is complete out to the 37. In fact, it got a little further than I thought. It's fourth down and a yard, and yes, Pottsville is going for this. From the 37, Mahan under center. Motion man left to right. Mahan steps up to get a call from the sideline. A check with me. 14 on the play clock. Now the offense ready to go on the fourth down play. First down yardage across the 40 to the 41. Believe they gave it to Cobb right up the middle, and it is another McNeely Plumbing first down. That was a big one.
Yeah, Steve, and that was a big call right there too, because they had stopped Cobb some in the backfield, but here in the fourth quarter or third quarter, but that time the big fullback ran forward downhill, picked up the first down.
5:57 to go in the ball game. 44-37. CAC with the lead. Pottsville with the ball. First down play from the Apache 42. Again, they give it to Cobb. Spins past one tackler. Fights across the 43, up the left hash to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, I said third quarter, but this is actually my second quarter. So I missed the first half. So, oh, my goodness, what a ball game.
Pickup is 4, 2nd and 6 from the Apache 45. Pottsville does not have to be in a hurry to try to get a possible tying or maybe even lead-taking touchdown. That'll be an interesting decision if you get there. Do you go for 2? Got to get there first, though. Long way away. 2nd down and 6 from the Apache 44. Shotgun snap. Mahan tosses it. Has the man at the 50, at the 45, the 40, 35, 30. Boy, what a toss. Fumble on the play. Now, was he down? The official, I think, has said he was down, but I won't swear to it. He sure looked down to me. They're still fighting for the football, so I guess he wasn't down. Pottsville came out with it. Good hustle down the field by Matthew Loveland, who got down and recovered that ball. There is a penalty flag back at the 43. Are they going to say Mahan threw that forward? He did not. That was not a forward pass. Oh, they're going to pick up the flag. Okay, good. So that's going to be a McNeely Plumbing first down. Tate Cobb with a nice run. He kept the pitch relationship. Miller Mahan pitched it to him without looking. It was a legal pitch, and the McNeely Plumbing first down takes it to CAC territory at the 29. Well, that was a scary-looking play, wasn't it?
Well, it was, and that offensive lineman is my hero.
Loveland with a big play there to keep the ball in the Apache hands. 1st and 10, Pottsville. Mahan takes it, gives it to Cobb. No, he keeps it, pulls it out, turns the corner. Had me fooled. Mahan on the keeper, gets inside the 25 to the 22. Let's see where they marked him out of bounds. Right at the 20-yard line. Pickup of 7 by Miller Mahan at the 21-yard line. 2nd down and about 2 after the pickup of 8. He went out of bounds, so the clock stops. Second down and 2 for Pottsville. 4:33 to go in the game. Mustangs lead at 44-37. Trips to the left, slot to the right. Mahan takes the snap, back to pass, looking, throws it to the outside, throws it away from the intended receiver. Trying to get it to Caleb Turek. Ball's incomplete. 3rd down coming. That was a funny-looking play. Not sure what happened, but the timing looked like it might have been off. Incompletion stops the clock. 4:28 to go. Again, trips to the left side of the formation. They split Tate Cobb out of the backfield. He's going to be in a slot on the left. 3rd down and 2. Mahan running the option. Sees a seam, turns it inside. He got close to the first down at the 20, maybe inside the 19. Let's see where they spot it, though.
We got one official saying 4th down.
Boy, that is awfully close, and they're not measuring it. Ball is inside the 20. You had to get just inside the 20 for the first down. It's going to be 4th and short. Why don't you measure this? 4th down and very short. Miller Mahan up under center. 6 on the play clock. You got to get this snapped. And Pottsville calls a timeout. Boy, you wasted that timeout. 3:42 left to go in the ball game. 44-37, Pottsville trailing. 4th down and less than a yard, and I really wish they'd measure this because it sure looks like he's got it to me. Now, I'm at a terrible angle, but my goodness, this is close. What do you think, Brother Jim?
I think you measure it.
I simply don't understand. The marker is just inside the 20. That's where you had to gain to get the first down. I mean, literally, the first down marker and the ball marker are right together. Come on, folks. Measure this, please. Fourth down and less than a yard, I guess. Mahan under center, calls the offense set, takes the snap, gives it to Cobb. Cobb will have the first down. He didn't get a lot, but he got inside the 20 to the 19 to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, Cobb fell forward, and we know that there's no question now. There's a flag? Okay.
I've still not seen an indication of a first down. Now we do. McNeely Plumbing first down. First down for Pottsville. 3:30 and counting left to go in the game. 44-37, CAC with the lead. Mahan under center. Takes the snap, turns right, gives it to Cobb, makes one man miss at the 15, gets inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. 4, almost 5 yards for Tate Cobb.
You know, Steve, the good news about our offense right now, we're eating some clock up. The big thing would be scoring too quick and giving them time to score.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to leave any time on the clock for them. You're kind of in the position now. Do you want to play for overtime, or, again, do you score and go for 2? You have to score first. Mahan under center on the 2nd and 6 play. Again, they give it to Cobb. This time CAC stacks it up. Now, CAC's playing defense in such a way you may not have any choice but to throw it.
Yeah.
Pickup is a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 14. .229 to go in the ball game. 44-37, CAC with the lead. Pottsville on the drive. From the 14-yard line, here comes the 3rd and 5, the 14 of the Mustangs. Miller Mahan under center. Takes it on the keeper. Turns the corner on the near side. Gets inside the 11, close to the 10. They're going to mark him out of bounds, I think, at the 10-yard line. He got close to first down yardage, but this time is short by about a yard.
Big 4th down play, Steve.
Yep, 4th down and a yard here. In fact, it's actually a little further than a yard. They actually marked him short of the 10. Another 4th down play for the Apaches. Mahan under center. We're coming up on 2 minutes to go in the game. 44-37, CAC with the lead. 4th down play. Give it. Mailer keeps it himself. Turns the corner at the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Pottsville.
When did the Howlers show up, Steve? I noticed that earlier, but I didn't say anything. But that's awful cool.
It's been here the entire game. They actually had it as part of the national anthem ceremony. So the touchdown pulls Pottsville within 1, and it looks like the Apaches are going for 2. 44-43, Pottsville trails the game. 2-point conversion attempt coming.
This is huge.
Mahan out of the pistol. Motion man right to left. Mahan takes it, moving left, tosses it to Stevenson, cuts it back inside, spins down. He's going to be short of the 2-point conversion. CAC gets the stop on the conversion attempt, about a yard short of the goal. I like the call. So the new score, CAC 44, Pottsville 43. Onside kick attempt coming, I would assume. Boy, you hated that you used that timeout, too. Again, I like the call going for 2 there. I really do. I think that's the play. I think that's the right call. You know, try to go for 2 there and see if you can't power it in. Well, onside kick percentages in the NFL are not very good. I don't think you have a choice but to try an onside kick here.
Maybe we can channel the Pulaski Academy.
Hey, can we borrow one of their kick coverage teams for a play?
Yeah.
Well, of course, the other thing you might do if you don't want to boot it along the ground for an onside kick attempt, you could try the sky kick and see if maybe you can run under it.
We have seen that success before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Will Sutterfield will kick it. And you really don't have a choice here because even if you felt like you could stop CAC, you only have 2 timeouts. When you use that timeout there on that offensive possession, you kind of put yourself in a corner there that if you didn't get the 2-point conversion, you had to go for the onside kick. CAC only has 1 man deep. Again, you could try the sky kick and see if you could get somebody to run under it. Here comes the kick by the Apaches. Now CAC moves everybody up. And CAC is going to take a timeout. Oh, you needed that 2-point conversion. Stevenson was close, but not really that close.
Yeah, Miller Mahan that time, I think he was going to keep it all the way, Steve, but he knew he was going to be tackled, and he looked there, and he had Stevenson there, and he pitched it. But, man, they were just closing quick.
Yep, credit CAC with a very good play there. The Royce Heating and Air kickoff is going to be extremely important. Heirloom Legal on the touchdown, got Pottsville within 1, but the Apaches need a little bit of a miracle here if they want to pull this one off and stay undefeated in the league. Quite frankly, it's pretty amazing Pottsville is even this close, having been called for 15 penalties in this game. Let's not forget that.
You just think about the yardage. I don't know what each of them netted, but it's over 100 yards.
Oh, well over 100, maybe 100.5. CAC's offense is so good, you don't need to be giving them any yardage, do you?
No.
CAC has everybody within 20. Now they're backing off players, kind of anticipating the sky kick. Will Sutterfield will do the kicking. Here's the run-up. He's going to kick it low and hard, and CAC is going to fall on it at the 47. Good play by the Mustangs, Gus McConnell on the hands team, and CAC will take over 1st and 10, and Pottsville can only stop the clock twice.
This is where your defense, Steve, you hope on a play, maybe big Bo A-Day or Trip Price, some of these senior leaders, maybe they can come out and get a strip, get a turnover.
Quarterback Wilson takes a low snap, gives it to Sullivan. They tackle him at the 49, gain of about a yard. Pottsville will immediately use their timeout. Pickup of 2 to the 49. Timeout on the field. Pottsville trails at 44-43. A minute 57 to go. We're back in 30 seconds.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
CAC leading 44-43 over the Apaches. Pottsville had a chance to tie or take the lead. Elected to go for two. I like that call, but CAC came up with a big defensive stop right at the goal line. In fact, about a yard short of the goal line. The Apaches need a turnover here. 2nd down and 8. Quarterback is Grayson Wilson out of the pistol. Sullivan has been the big ball carrier. He takes the handoff. He's going to turn the corner and have a first down. That's going to do it for this one. Sullivan gets to the 35-yard line. CAC can just take a knee and call it a night. Pottsville calls a timeout. Well, looks like the Apaches are going to drop their first conference game of the year to the Mustangs. 44-43. Pottsville back home next week against Lamar if you want to stay in the first place hunt. Although for all intents and purposes, Pottsville will be in second place because Pottsville and CAC will have identical records, but CAC will have it in the head-to-head.
Yep.
So you have to buckle the chin strap on and take on Lamar at home. That's your final regular season home game. Then a road game to Clinton, which will be tough. And then a road game to Dover. You'll close with 2 on the road. Pottsville played hard, but just could not overcome the 15 penalties in this ball game and could not get enough stops against the high-flying CAC offense. And you know what? Grayson Wilson has had a good game, but their player of the game tonight has been Reynolson Sullivan, the big running back. He's going to be well over 100 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and he has kept multiple drives alive. They're going to give it to Sullivan here.
Fumble.
He fumbled. Pottsville picked up the ball. Are you kidding me? Pottsville has it at their 33-yard line. A CAC player comes up with a football, but the official says Pottsville has it.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Pottsville still has 1:43. Did you see who came up with that? So Pottsville's offense back out on the field, trailing 44-43. Pottsville will have the ball at their 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Mahan takes the snap, tosses it at the 35, the 40, and then Tate Cobb smartly goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, what an opportunity, Steve, we have been given.
And you just need a field goal if possible. Wow. 2nd down and 2 for the Apaches from their own 41-yard line. Miller Mahan under center. Mahan takes it back to pass, looking over the middle. Now he's going to run, has room, out to midfield, to the 45, to the 40, cuts back to the middle at the 30, still alive at the 20, to the 15-yard line. McNeely Plumbing, first down, Pottsville, deep in CAC territory.
Steve, that was not a quarterback draw, but, man, Miller Mahan made it look like it. When nobody was open, he just went right up the middle, fought off defenders, and what a run by number 15, Miller Mahan.
CAC leads it 44-43. Pottsville at the Mustang 19 with 1:12 to go in the game. Mahan under center. Gives it to Cobb, makes one man miss, gets inside the 15, fights his way down to about the 12-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play to the 12. Clock is still moving. Pottsville is out of timeouts. 52 seconds left to go. Mahan under center at the 16-yard line. They're going to give it to Tate Cobb. He's going to be stacked up in the backfield. Pottsville's got to get back up to the line of scrimmage and get going. 38 seconds left to go in the game. 3rd down and 4. You're probably in field goal range. 28 seconds left to go. Snap to Mahan. He's back to pass. Looks to the right side. Pass is complete, I believe, at the 6-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down, so the clock will stop. It'll be 1st and goal to go at the 6.
Well, Steve, we got 22 seconds left.
McNeely plumbing 1st and 10, 1st and goal to go, and the ball is spiked with 17 seconds left to go in the ball game. Now you probably have time to run one play. Do you run two?
Or do you go and kick the field goal?
Or do you kick the field goal from here? Ball is at the 7, back up 7 more to the 14. It'd be a 24-yard field goal. I'd like to see Miller Mahan just run it into the end zone. 2nd and goal to go from the 7. Mahan takes the snap, back to pass, fade route in the end zone. Did he catch that? No, he did not. Almost a one-handed grab in the end zone by Jaden Harris. And the fade route with 12 seconds to go. Now the trouble is, with it being 3rd down, if you don't score on this play, I don't know that you have time to run the field goal team on and kick it, and you don't have a timeout, nor do you have the down to clock it. So for all intents and purposes, you have to get it in the end zone here. Pottsville empties the backfield except for Miller Mahan. 3rd and goal to go. Mahan back to pass, looking, still looking, takes it down, runs, gets past one man. He's down at the 3. Now does Pottsville have time to spike the ball? They're not.
No, ball game.
And CAC is going to hang on for a 44-43 win. And I don't understand that play. I don't understand it. You have to either throw it out of the end zone or throw it into the end zone. You don't have time to run it. CAC is going to escape with a 44-43 win, and Pottsville will be back after this 1-minute timeout.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see and do things that will help change the world. That'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
Pottsville will fall basically 3 yards short in this ball game. They're going to lose it 44-43. Pottsville failed on a 2-point conversion, got it right to the goal line but not in. The Apache defense got a late turnover, got it all the way down to the goal line but ran out of time, didn't have a timeout. And CAC will escape with a 44-43 victory. Brother Jim, your thoughts?
Oh, Steve, what a heartbreaker. That's really all I can say. We were gifted that turnover, and I just felt something very positive was going to happen. But like you said, we got down to the 3 and just fell 3 yards short. But what a ball game. What a ball game it was. And you got to give credit to these kids because they never quit. They never quit, and they gave it everything they had. They played a very good CAC team, and a lot of people did not predict Pottsville to win tonight, and the fact that we just fell just short, man, it is heartbreaking. But we got some more football to play.
Lamar will be in town next Friday night. Pottsville still has an opportunity to finish in the first place position. Could also finish no worse than second if they win out. You hope maybe somebody will sneak up on the CAC.
Yep.
But boy, you had it in your hands, and that's what's hurting. Yeah, the final play, you kind of wonder about that, but you kind of hurt yourself earlier in that quarter when you used a timeout. When you just basically let the play clock run down too far. You would have liked to have had that timeout available. And the other thing is, on that final play of the game, you needed to either throw it into the end zone, throw it out of the end zone, or kick it on third down.
Yeah. That's when they got down to that last play, I'm thinking kick it. That's what I was hoping. But that's why I'm in the press box, though, and Steve knows, and those coaches, they did their best, but we just fell short, and hats off to these football players.
Post-game show brought to you by Tyson Valley Distribution Center. Player of the game will be Renalson Sullivan. He had a great game for CAC, had at least 2 touchdowns and may have had a third. I don't have my stat sheet in front of me. Pottsville came up just short. Boy, what a game by Tate Cobb. Man, I just wish you could have scripted that final sequence different. That's what hurts. Brother Jim, we appreciate your work tonight.
Well, thank you, Steve, and I appreciate y'all holding down the fort. I apologize I missed the first half, but, man, what a last 2 quarters of a great football game. We just came up short.
Justin Smith, thank you for your fine work producing the broadcast. We appreciate Ray Garcia on the camera tonight. Again, the Apaches come up short, 44-43. CAC wins it. Thanks for your time. This time, till next time, so long, everybody.